So we're going to talk about random things today. um, I'm filming in my car because we are having extreme heat warning of 112 degrees. So I had to film in my car. I actually went outside and I was like, "There's no way. I cannot make it. I cannot make it to the park because there's no way." I want to talk about how I'm feeling, and I mean, this week has been a little bit difficult in the sense of like my body wise. And, when you are making changes in your life, a lot of your symptoms tend to amplify because your body is trying to keep you in the same state, right? It doesn't, in the same comfortable known, right? So it will start to show up again with like different symptoms, and symptoms comes up. And aside from, um, aside that I'm 43 years old, and I'm having hormonal changes, and they're very obvious to me, even though I've been told by doctors that there's no way because I am young. I do notice them, and some of them are very volatile. Um, there are times that I am just exhausted. I can't get up. I have no energy. And then there are times that I am literally melting inside AC, or there are times I feel irritated for no reason. And moments that I feel grief and I feel sad and I feel like crying. And it's all like got to do with my hormones, but it's also because of changes that I'm making in my life. Because believe it or not, I film every I film like 3 times a week, and I'm trying to film now a little more so that I can be ahead of time, like ahead of schedule. Um, And every time that you show up for yourself, and every time you film yourself, and every time you talk to, I'm talking to all of you. I'm putting myself out there. You get me? And the universe receives that signal, like, hey, you are showing up. You are changing your life one step at a time, one day at a time, one post at a time. You're changing your life. But then the body is like, oh no, we don't feel good today. We can't go film. No, we have brain fog today. We don't know what we're going to talk about. Oh no, we don't know what we're going to do today. There's no energy today. You're feeling a bit of a headache today. Oh, the heat is exhausting. You can't even go outside because the heat makes you feel really bad. Or, um, or I worry. Oh, like other things that happen to me. My dog, she's 14. Okay, one of my Yorkies is 14, and the other night she was settling to go to sleep, and she would make these like whining noises, getting comfortable, and that set an alert alarm into my body, and I got a wave of adrenaline, of deep fear, and I started to feel so unsettled and so scared. And it's like my body is always looking for the reason to stop me from like showing up. That is the best way that I can put it. Because I'll wake up, like today, I woke up this morning and I'm like, I have to film 2 videos. And I have to film 2 videos today. And then I get, like, once I'm getting ready and I made myself get up and I got myself put together. I had my light breakfast lunch thing that I eat, and I got ready, and while I am, I get dressed and I'm like, I really don't feel like going, like I really don't feel like doing anything today, like I really don't. And I just realized, like, why do I not feel like doing it? And it's like my body doesn't want me to, because every time you show up, you're opening a door of possibility. You don't know where it's going to take you, where it's going to lead you, what it's going to happen from there. But there's a door of possibility. There's a door that you're opening that you don't know where it's going to lead you. Every published video is a doorway. That's how I'm seeing it, is a doorway for me. And I think my body knows that there's possibility, so it gets scared. So whatever I am feeling emotionally, or whatever things that I struggle with myself about me, like showing up, and I show up, my body is like, no, 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 no. You're not feeling well today. Like right now, there's a sense of lightheadedness that comes with hormonal fluctuations. I'm very close to like my cycle date. So I get lightheadedness and all these things. And it just makes me, it gives me the reason, or it's trying to give me a reason not to show up, not to be here, not to engage or do anything. It almost kind of feels like it wants me to just keep living my life like I have been living it, right? Because it's known. And every time I publish a video, it's, for me, it's like you're opening a door to the universe, and you're peeking out, and you're like, hey, here I am. And you never know what you might be surprised with. Every intent, and every intentional video that I make, and because it's intentional. I just don't sit here and record because I want to record. No, I sit here and I put my heart out. There's an intention in what I'm feeling and what I'm saying, that really is just me showing up for me, right? And not just for me, but also to help you also show up for yourself, and allow yourself to realize that when you do show up, possibilities are there. And you know being seen is one of the hardest things that we experience, because we've been hiding most of our lives, right? And I've been doing this now for like a month and a half, and it has helped me in so many ways, and it's given me this whole different perspective, and has allowed me to navigate my environment a lot better. And I'm not, I'm focused on the life that I want to create, and the life that I want to live, and the life that I want to have, and it's really motivating. But when your body is like, no, we're not feeling good today, we're tired today, we're not going to go anywhere today, your vision is blurry today, your eyes feel heavy today, like my eyes feel heavy today, and I even feel like this, like adrenaline inside me, like I feel like my body is sped up inside. And I don't know what that even means, but I know that has to do with my hormones and rises of estrogen, and decline of progesterone and all these things. But like, it is very hard because to still show up while your body is telling you a full on no, and it's giving you every reason not to, because your body rather be like, my body rather be at home in my bed laying down, and not that I'm feeling like, and just allowing myself to feel like I have no energy, I'm so tired, and my hormones, and this, and then I scroll on my phone. All of that is like not healthy. So I still came, and I still showed up here, and I'm here. And I just feel like this week has been difficult, because it I feel this tug where like, oh, you don't feel good today, you don't. And then yesterday when I went to film, and my mic died, I was like, I was here for like almost an hour in the heat, and now I have to go back, and I couldn't film what I wanted to film, and I felt defeated. And I was like, but Susie, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, and you got to see it that way. Instead of like feeling defeated, feel like there was a reason why that happened, and maybe you were not meant to film that day, and the day that you're meant to film is now. So then I let it go. But when you're changing your life in real time, and you're doing things to show up for yourself, and you're believing in yourself, and you're feeling confident in who you are, the old version of you that is still there, okay, because this just doesn't go away, is going to try to pull you every time that you take that initiative to step out and show up. It is going to show up and it's going to try to keep you in the known and the comfortable, even though it's the most uncomfortable place to be in. It already knows that known, and it feels like that is easier to navigate than stepping out into the unknown. And, every time I publish a video, it is an unknown because I don't know how it's going to be received. Like, I just finished filming a video where I feel like I rambled a lot. And it's, I'm second guessing myself on that video because I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's that video is going to, people are going to understand me what I'm talking about, because I talked a lot and I just rambled a lot of the things that I was just going through my head about visibility and blocking our own way and abundance, and how we live in an abundant, we are surrounded by abundance at all times, and we're not even aware of how abundant life really is, and we are the ones that are not abundant because we block ourselves. And I went on this whole entire thing about that. And then I sit here like right now and I'm like, damn, this is that video even good? But if every video that I do this unscripted. I do this out of my pure thought, heart, how I'm feeling, my emotions. I just go with it. I don't have a strategy. I don't have a script. I don't have anything. I just go by how I feel. I don't go through like what people on YouTube tell you to do, like a script they tell you to follow, or a strategy to follow, or any of those things. I'm just doing this how I am doing this, by just showing up, being myself, and expressing my real feelings and my thoughts on things in perspective. As a matter of fact, I'm going to mention something very funny, which is not the first time this happens, but there was a comment that I received yesterday about my video where I was wearing a Lion King shirt. And someone left a comment saying, aren't you 43 years old? Why are you wearing children's clothes? And I never knew that wearing a Lion King shirt would make you a child. And so what if that is something that looks childish? So what if that's something that looks childish? Like, why? I don't understand how people have the ability to just judge someone over what they wear. Like right now, I am wearing, I don't know if I'm, because like I'm in my car. I am wearing a Dan shirt. Okay? That's an anime. I love anime. I love Disney. I have a lot of Disney shirts. I love Star Wars. I love graphic tees. What does my shirt have to do with my age? And why does someone have to feel the need to have to bring someone down over a shirt that they wear? I don't understand how people do not know how to be kind. And I'm not referring to my community, because my community, you guys are the most kind, loving people that I never thought existed, because I really thought that humanity was lost, okay? I really thought that humanity was lost. I didn't find kindness at all anywhere, okay, until I started to show up here. But, with being visible and with being seen, you're going to get, comments like that, right? And it's like, why would you judge someone over a shirt? And what does it even matter to you? What does it even matter to you? And why assume, like, why say, oh, you're wearing a children's shirt and you're 43 years old? So what? So what if you're 43 years old or you're 60 years old and you're wearing, I don't know, a Disney princess shirt? Why not? Why not? If it makes you happy or you like it or you love the shirt, why not wear it? Why does age have to be a factor and a way of calling you out, like if you're doing something wrong when you're not? There's nothing wrong with what you're wearing. And that is, I think, another thing that leads into being visible, that people will call you out even for your shirt and be like, oh, someone your age should not be wearing that kind of shirt. Someone my age. So I don't believe, let me just start. I don't believe that there is a certain type of clothing that you have to wear at a certain type of age. You wear what makes you feel happy. You do the things that make you feel happy. You show up how makes you feel happy, not how other people want you to show up. That is what is so wrong in the world. People do not have any type of respect. They don't have respect. They're very judgmental. They are rude. They will look at anything to call you out, to just bring you to, like, just to shred you. Kindness goes a long way, you know? And if you can't say nothing nice, then don't say nothing at all. Then don't say nothing at all. But somehow, there are some people that feel that they have to leave their more than 3 cents just to, just to get under someone's skin. It doesn't get under my skin, because I learned to let go of that a long time ago. Okay? But I notice how this can affect people. Especially people who are not anchored in who they are and confident in who they are. And if you're, for example, let's say that you're doing YouTube for the first time, and this is maybe your 5th or 6th video, and somebody literally calls you out for your shirt or for something that you said that to them might sound ridiculous. It's going to mess with you if you don't have thick skin. It is going to stop you from wanting to create more videos, because you're going to now think about it before you post, because you're like, maybe I should dress now a certain way to show up on here so that people will not call me out, so that I don't get it. You will start to please people based off what people say about you that are negative, that is negative for them, because they are the ones that are deciding to come and basically attack you for something that you're wearing, or for something that you said, or for a belief that you had. And that is why so many people have so many issues, and why so many people have issues being seen and showing up as themselves, because most of us do not have the skin to tolerate that, and that shuts us down, and then we don't open up. And then we don't open up, and then we block ourselves all over again. And it's like, we need people, we need the world, we need kindness, okay? We need people to be accepting of other people, no matter what you think, no matter how they look like, no matter what they wear, no matter what, okay? We are all people trying to live life as best as we can, okay? And we're all trying to survive. We're all trying to live. We're all trying to be the best that we can. And if you love something and you want to wear that something that you love, wear it, okay? If you want to give your opinion about something and you think that people are not going to like your opinion, who cares? It's your opinion. It's yours, okay? You stand up for you. You be you. Like, I'm going to still wear my shirts. You know how many shirts I have, graphic tees? I have plenty of graphic tees because I've been collecting them for years, okay? And I don't throw them away. I don't throw them away. I keep them. That Lion King shirt that I was wearing the other day is probably like 14 years old, okay? And I wear that, and I still wear the shirt. A shirt does not mean anything, okay? It's just, it's part of who you are. You like wearing the shirt, you wear the shirt. So I can see how damaging, okay, people's opinions are to other people that don't have the thick skin, that are not anchored that are not anchored and grounded. Because if you are showing up still scared, okay, and you're still not sure of how you're showing up, and you're trying to figure your your path, and you have people come in and say these things to you and like attack you in different ways, it can completely throw you off. And I can see people giving up. I can see people going back into their box, because the smallest thing can trigger someone and make someone feel small again, and then that will keep them back in the little box. So remember that your words have power, okay? And choose kindness over being rude. And I'm not referring this to my community whatsoever, okay? Like I said, I have the best community. But why not choose to be kind? And I'm saying this to the audience that's outside of my community. Okay? Choose to be nice. Choose to be a better person. You never know what people are going through, okay? You never know if, something that someone is wearing might mean something to them. You never know if there is value in what they're wearing, or you never know if what they're expressing means something meaningful to them. Don't ridicule other people's perspectives, other people's way of thinking, other people's way of dressing, other people's way of showing up. Don't be a mean person. Do your best to be the best that you can be. Being kindness costs nothing, okay? Being kindness costs nothing. We are right now experiencing a very heavy, difficult world, okay? Not the earth, but system-wise. Okay, we're all going through all it's this whole division, separation, and so much spite and hate and all of these crazy things. Why not choose to be a good person? Why not choose to step into your light instead? Why not elevate someone else and compliment someone else? Because that goes a long way. Okay? When you are being rude to someone, like for example, the person who commented on my shirt, if they thought they were going to try to get me mad or upset or whatever, they didn't gain that. But at the end of the day, those kinds of comments, when you throw them at me, they're only bouncing back, and they're going to be hurting you. They're going to be reflecting you. Okay? Because what you give, you receive. And if your comments come with a ill intention, that ill intention is coming back to you. I'm not receiving your ill intention. I protect myself from ill will. Okay? And we all need to do that. We all need to protect ourselves from people who will always try to cause ill will with their words or with their ways of expressing themselves towards you, especially when you are someone who decides to go out publicly and like be seen by the whole world. You have to protect your energy, and you have to protect your mind from these things. But what I'm trying to get at is choose to be a good person, to be a nice person, to be kind to someone. Choose that over being judgmental, criticizing, mocking, laughing, ridiculing. Because you're feeding that energy to yourself and to your body and to your mind. And the things that you say have power. Okay? And when you tend to do things that you think might hurt another person, is going to amplify back to you. Okay? Because like I said, what you give, you receive. We need people to give more love. Okay? To give more light. To be more kind. okay, to spread love, to not criticize people or call them weird because of the things that they wear or do, or the age they have, or the things they believe in. Like, look, I know I mentioned this. I probably mentioned this in a video already, or that video is going to be going up at some point. I'm not really sure now by the time that I film this, but yesterday I decided to stand to a tree, and I started talking to the tree, and I felt the tree's presence. I felt the tree's consciousness, and I was being seen by the tree. Like, I felt that. And I'm pretty sure that if I tell this to anybody, I'm pretty sure someone on here is going to ridicule me or criticize me or say that I am crazy, or that I am whatever they want to label me. But it just shows you that we cannot hide ourselves from being who we are. We cannot. We have to be ourselves always. And have empathy. Have empathy. Everyone's going through something, okay? And we don't need more mean people. We don't need more rude people. We don't. We don't. Because believe it or not, those words, when you use words that hurt people, there are so many people who don't have the thick skin to navigate it. You're going to end up hurting them in ways that you don't imagine. And don't forget that that energy will also bounce back to you and is going to hurt you. But you chose to hurt someone for no reason at all. For none. There should never be a reason. There should be respect between people and understanding, even when you agree to disagree. At least that's what I believe. I always try to be kind, even when my environment has been so chaotic and I've experienced so many things, and not just with my environment, with people and stuff. I try to be kind, and I still try to find the positive aspect of why I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, because there's always a silver lining, right? So hurt people will hurt people, but if the people that are hurt start to realize that they're hurting, and they start to turn their pain into being kind to themselves and accept that they're hurting, then you can be kind to others. And that can go a long way, because the world needs kindness. The world needs love. The world needs understanding. Okay? It doesn't need more of the same negative BS that we all have been experiencing. Not just in our environments, but the system that we've been told that we have to navigate through, that is causing so much hate, separation, and division worldwide. It's a global thing, and I think that we all need to stand in our light and be who we are and be kind. Be kind. That's my random video today. I didn't have a specific thing to talk about. I talked about a lot of things, but I do have brain fog. I'm not going to lie. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I don't even know how this video is going to do because I said so many things. But anyway, I don't know if any of this made any sense to you, but if it did, or if it didn't, and you reached the end of the video, please leave me a lizard emoji at the end, because I was sitting here and I was watching an iguana, literally in the parking lot, which is very ironic. It's not a coincidence. I'm connected to nature. And he was literally in front of me in the parking lot on a bush of a tree, like, in front of me. And he was eating right in front of me. And he was beautiful. And yeah, leave me a lizard emoji if you reach the end of the video. And I'm sorry, this video, probably I've rambled a lot. I'm also out of my environment, like being in the park is what I mean. You know, I've never filmed in my car. This is my first time. So yeah. Again, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. And remember that the message that I was referring to is not to my audience specifically, but it's for the people outside of my audience who watch my video and have nothing nice to say. My advice is to please learn to be kind and accept your own wounds, and be kind because you know you have these wounds. So learn to be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others, because the world needs kindness, okay? The world needs kindness. We all carry wounds, okay? We all carry pain, and we all carry a lot of things that we need to work with. But that does not give us a reason to judge, criticize, mock, ridicule, or laugh at someone just because you just feel like it out of your own will of just being rude. Okay? Remember, the world needs more love and kindness. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in my next video.